young nation sets out to build the world's longest railroad.
Le chemin de fer a construit ce pays et changé la vie de chacun de ses habitants.
Sir John A. Macdonald.
Late events have shown us that we are made one people by that road. That iron link has bound us together.
Sir Wilfrid Laurier.
The 20th century will belong to Canada. When I got to Montreal, I got on the train. I had a ticket as far as Vancouver. I thought, well, Canada, here I come. I love you. It was an incredible experience, and I loved every minute of it.
C'est par la construction du chemin de fer que se sont bâties nos communautés.
Community.
Une communauté serrée, beaucoup de gens qui se connaissent.
C'est ce sentiment d'appartenance. Anywhere you go, you will either find something that you can relate to across from city to city.
It's the people.
Des gens.
The people in Canada come together to make one large community.
My grandfather somehow managed to come penniless to Canada, and he followed the developing railway west, selling dry goods from a tent that he erected beside the tracks, and he made his way to the end of the tracks on a wilderness journey, a Canadian wilderness journey. He was a pioneer.
My grandfather came to work in this country when he was 15 years old. He didn't know the language, didn't know the customs.
Tous les immigrants qui sont venus dans ce pays, qui ont usé énormément leurs mains, leurs bras, pour leur famille.
Brigadier General Alex Ross, Vimy Ridge, 1917.
From dugouts, shell holes, and trenches, men advanced to the ridge. It was Canada from the Atlantic to the Pacific on parade. In those few minutes, I witnessed the birth of a nation.
Et là, j'ai senti la naissance d'une nation.
Major John McCrae. Ypres, 1915.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row that mark our place. And in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below.
Nous sommes les morts, nous, qui songions la veille encore à nos parents, à nos amis. C'est nous qui reposons ici, au champ d'honneur. Versailles, 1919. For the first time, Canada sits as an equal among the nations.
The Right Honorable Sir Robert Gordon.
Today, Canada is the mistress of her own destiny. She commands both the Atlantic and the Pacific. She holds the highway of the world.
Success depends on our unity. All together, we'll drive forward, confident that the Canadian people will reclaim their lands from trouble and sorrow and bring back happiness and security.
But in Europe and the Pacific, fascism brings the return of war.
King.
Mr. Speaker, thanks to the skill and devotion of our men and women, Canada is a granary, an arsenal, an aerodrome, and a shipyard of freedom. hardship and sacrifice, Canada has built the third largest navy in the world and the fourth largest air force.
Le Canada a bâti la 3e marine et la 4e force aérienne.
La guerre est terminée, mais le monde n'a pas encore trouvé la paix.
The Right Honorable Louis Saint-Laurent.
The Cold War is a conflict between totalitarianism and liberty.
Freedom is not static, Mr. Speaker. It grows when the people of a country have it in their hearts and demand that it shall be preserved.
Itself to being a caring home for its own, a sanctuary for others, and an example to the world.
I believe I'm privileged because I'm free to paint what I want.
C'est vraiment l'expression de la liberté.
There are chapters in every life which are seldom read, and certainly not allowed.
I would walk to the end of the street and over the prairie with the clickety grasshoppers bunging in arcs ahead of me, and I could hear the hum and twang of wind in the great prairie harp of telephone wires.
J'avais déjà mis en marche bonheur d'occasion. Né au fond, sans que je le sache, ce soir où j'avais rêvé sans vue, au bord du vieux canal Lachine.
Les hivers de mon enfance étaient des saisons longues. Nous vivions en 3 lieux. L'école, l'église et la patinoire. Mais la vraie vie était sur la patinoire.
Messieurs, je voudrais danser pour la bastringue et puis la
This is not the way we put an end to war.
Un petit bonheur que j'avais ramassé, il était tout en pleurs. These eyes cry every night. Diana, it's in the fingers blade. Was the summer of 69.
This is the CBC television network.
The global village has become a global theater, with everybody on the planet simultaneously participant as actor. Here's my castle.
Wherever you are, Canada invites you to Expo 67. Bonjour.
Les belles histoires des pays d'en haut.
And television is getting better. Canadian actors and actresses I think, are coming into their own.
On est un peuple créatif, on est un peuple qui s'est rempli beaucoup de créativité.
Filmmaking, love it. Love it. Love the theater, love live music.
Thank you, and good night.
Merci.
Merci, bonsoir.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is hockey night in Canada.
There's nothing better than a game of shinny hockey with the boys just after school. Half an hour to clean the ice, all the sticks in the middle.
Mon père qui attachait mes patins, c'était les anciens de mon frère. Le hockey se transmet de génération en génération. Notre sport, c'est le hockey.
Hockey is our game.
At the Olympic, Crosby on the ice with Ginla. Crosby scores! Sidney Crosby! The golden goal for Canada! That's once in a lifetime!